Hey everybody, this is X5 Dragon. Welcome to my newest project. This is a 1440p silver themed build. I'm calling it the Silver Fox. Amazing, isn't it? So I was searching the net for a silver build, couldn't find one, so we just had to improvise until we got the right thing. Got PC part picker and stuff like that. But first of all, let me show you the parts quickly, and then we can just, explain our decisions. So this here is the PCU. We got the motherboard, Aura Gaming. We got tempered glass to display all this bling. We got an SSD here, 480 gigabytes, and you got 5 terabytes. You got here the i70 unclocked. We got here the graphics card, the Cryorg H5 cooler. You got a bunch of silver RAM from Crucial Ballistics, and of course we got Windows under there. So why 1440p? Because when I looked for the benchmarks on the 4K, first of all, everything is expensive. The graphic cards are over the charts in pricing. The Titan X can barely do 60, almost 60 FPS in max settings in most of the intensive games, and there's 2K. 2K is higher. It's higher than Full HD, so you're getting a new experience. It's in the pricing is in the middle. You can get a lot of good deals. The screens, for example, are $400 and $500, and you can get a lower cheap card. For example, GTX 1070. Okay. So the first thing was deciding which kind of games we want to play. Okay, so we've settled on 2K. 2K is like the holy grail for now. Okay, so second question is, what are your activities on this device? So we could have, for gaming purposes only, got the i5 and saved $100. Okay, give or take. But I was going to do a lot of streaming. Okay, and there's video editing soon to be involved. So i7, after searching many forums, it was the best. Okay, I don't want to have to cut down on settings and broadcasting in order to achieve a balanced streaming in using the i5. Okay, so in any case, you should never go above the i7. A lot of people, Science Studio and others, have done the benchmarks. Going higher than this, there's no return on investment. Okay, this is the best, the highest you should go. Okay, if you're going with an Intel unclocked. Okay, and speaking of unclocked, we also don't to try our hand with overclocking. We don't want to do something crazy. Just 4.4 4.5 gigahertz. That's it. Okay, so let's go see the build, pre-build. Okay, we're just gathering here stuff. Sorry. So first of all, we've got here the SSD. Okay, the place where you install the OS and your most needed applications, sometimes your favorite games. You got 480 gigabytes for, guess how much? 119 only. Okay, and this is not the Try-in, the previous version. This is the normal one. They have addressed many performance issues, and now this is mid-tier for a very cheap price. So this is priced competitively. Okay, if you're on a budget, you should use this. Okay, so this is only $119. Okay, you got SATA 6 gigabytes. Okay, got Toshiba TLC 9 flash memory, and it's 2.5 inches, ultra slim. Okay, ultra slim factor. So this is my SSD. We got here, after seeing the processor, of course, is the Toshiba. Okay, I got this for $200. I really have lots of files, 5 terabytes, but if you want to save, you can get easily 1 terabyte Blue Series for $50, or for returning back to the Black Series, we got we got 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte from $75 to $100. Okay, so that's another $100 you can save. And then we've got here the RAM. Okay, it looks like I'm starting with backwards. I should have started with the graphic cards and mobile, but it's okay. We're just looking at the pre-build before I show the final build. So we got the Ballistics here, silver theme. So this is awesome. Okay, you got here the ultra shiny parts. on both sides. The background is not green, they made it black, okay? So that's great to go with Phanteks Enthoo Evolve, okay? So, yeah. Okay, this is DDR4, 2400 megahertz. You can overclock this, of course, but the main thing I got it for is, of course, the color. Look at it. So you got here the matte silver, the shiny silver, and the gray sticker on both sides, okay? This is very good, 16 gigabyte DDR4. We've got, of course, Windows. You cannot escape from Windows unless you want to sacrifice a Virgin or something, which I'm sure there are plenty in supply. I'm about to be a wizard. Nah, I'm just kidding. Or am I? This is the home full version, okay? Windows 10. Nothing fancy about this, nothing to add here. So let's remove this to a safer ground. So you're asking right now, how much is this build? This build is at 1,600, okay? But if we're doing it at the end, you can easily get away with 1,300 without changing the mobile or the graphic cards. Okay, you start getting a GTX 1070. You're still getting the motherboard, okay? And as for cases, Phanteks just announced a budget version of the tempered glass, okay? So we should get that for sub 100 as well, instead of paying 168, okay? So we got here the Crytek 5, it's $40. It's silent, it's silver and black, so no problem there. And it's highly rated, okay? You could go for a cooler with $20, okay? But this is the best, okay? And I have a fixation with the number 5, don't ask why. So you got here is heatsink specifications, okay? So please use PC Part Builder at least if you don't want to actually do more checks, okay? You can go and see the online, of course, people installing this, people you know, doing audio tests with it. Okay. Alright, so let's go and see the PCU. I'm literally doing this backwards now, okay? I don't know why, maybe it's backwards day. And we got this. So, what is this? This is the PCU, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, am I zoomed in or out? Okay, let's just go up. 650 watts. Why? Because we went to the PC Part Builder, as I said. We got a total of 450, 500 something, so it was safe to add another 150. Why? Because we're not doing SLI, but for future requirements, okay? Okay, so it's here gold rated. Of course, this bronze rated, silver rated, and platinum, but it's gold. It's gold, baby. Everybody loves gold. So, here is just, you know, they're praising themselves. Why shouldn't they? You got here, for example, let's just zoom in on the good parts. There are no bad parts, mind you, but you got the ultra quiet 120mm fan. Okay, if you want to know the size of this thing. So this build is mainly using the Phanteks Enthoo Evolve case. It's a medium tower, okay? This is an ATX board, ATX build, okay? As usual, PC Part Builder will help you with any issues with compatibility. So Japanese capacitors, fully modular design, and the GS is the silent version. There's another version that emphasizes more performance, okay? Okay, so GS people. So let me know your thoughts, okay, before we go to the final parts and the price. I want to know how you did your 1440 builds, if you have anything better to suggest to the people, if you have any comments, if you have any requests to unbox something, okay, I can always do that. Good for the Win edition here, okay? So there's for the Win edition, there's the factory edition, there's super clock. There's only like $50 difference between for the Win and the factory, and 20 between the super clocked. Does that add mathematically? I hope so. Okay, so what's new here? Here, instead of the white LEDs and the super clock, you got 16 million LEDs and the honeycombs, okay? And the fans are bigger and it looks cooler. I should stop shaking it. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so this is the honeycomb parts. So first of all, this used to be shine light in the super clock, but here you've got all the colors you can ever need. Okay, so let's zoom here again. DisplayPort, HDMI, DisplayPort 3 display ports, 1 DVI-D and 1 HDMI. Okay, it says here you can deliver 4K, but this is more of 1440p. Okay, you want 4K people, go to the 1080 Titan or Titan X, do SLI, and hopefully the 16 frame rate is suitable for you. If not, welcome to the 1440p. 2K Master Race. I'm kidding, we're all Master Races here. So finally we got the Z70 Pro Gaming Aura. Okay, so the motherboard, why I chose this motherboard? The color is great. Okay, we have issues usually with the motherboard fitting the case, fitting our preferences. You got here the Aura. The previous one was just Pro Gaming without the Aura. Okay, and this one is 3D printable for those of you who like to print their own faceplates. They include templates in there. So you got your jewel here. It emphasizes gaming. So you got here Game is Guardian. Sorry, let's go down. You got here ECD protection, safe slot, highly durable components, and stainless steel back I/O. Okay, you got here Superior FX and Sonic Radiator. This is, I don't know, for a game I think. And you got networking here, Intel LAN of course. You want to get the best here. So this is the motherboard. Okay, you got Intel LGA 1151. Why did I say I'm doing this video backwards? Because you really should start with the motherboard. Okay, after you choose the processor, this has to be compatible. Okay, so it's compatible. You got Type A and Type C. Some people don't care about this as much. I'm getting the type, just one of these types. Which one is the faster? I'm sorry. Okay, they need the two types, the latest one and the older one. Okay. You got the Ethernet here that prevents the LAN speed from dropping or fluctuating. Okay, so you got here the layout of the USBs and the colors as well. This is the Ethernet, and you got USB 3.0, DVGA, display board, HDMI, and of course so much memories. Okay, you got an in channel. Okay, so here you got the specifications for the memory. You can save your time, just go to PCB part builder and look for all of this. Check for compatibility, always do it once, twice, 3 times. If you have to go dig into the details, look at the length of your case, does it fit the parts, is there enough clearance or not. This is all should be checked out. ADX form factor. Okay, so this is the part that covers the PC. Okay, so the extras, what are the extras? There's not much extras you can do here, but of course, before we go on, the motherboard does not have onboard Wi-Fi, so you can buy something like this, for example. Okay, this one has dual band Wi-Fi, AC, latest protocol, Bluetooth 4.2, and Wi-Fi. Okay, of course, if you want the blink, as what we're doing in this build, I'm showing you in part 2, you got the Hue Plus PC Lightning and ZXT. Okay, this is a gift from my friend. He convinced me to switching it to a Master Race. I was previously a console guy. Hopefully still have good relations with the console people, because you never forget who you are. Ouch. Okay, so you got the LEDs, you got the graphical interface, and you got the daisy chain effect. Awesome. Okay, so what else do we got? I've got here okay, this is the G9010 sorry, this is the Logitech keyboard. Okay, we got the Romer G keys, mechanical keyboard. This is all RGB lighting. Okay, so why is this one loose? Because I installed the cylindrical keycaps. Okay, this came with the angular keycaps. So they've released a new model called Orient Spectrum. Okay, be sure to get that if you're not comfortable with the angular keys. Okay, so RGB lighting, got the G, you got the shortcuts here. Okay, G1, 2, 3, and 5. You got the M macros up there as well. And the Roamer G is faster because it is 25% shorter distance travel. Okay, it's not super clicky, but it's mechanical. You cannot just go back to the regular membrane keyboards. Okay, this is the volume control. You got some controls here, and of course here the RX dock. Okay, so what this does is of course provide you a place to put your mobile in, and there's an application that shows you your game stats, your CPU performance, which cores are using which load. So that's a nice thing to have, nice feature. Okay, so let me show you the mouse that I've chosen. Sorry folks. Okay, you got the G303. Okay, so why is this a good mouse for me? Because look at it, it's small. Okay, I have a small hand, or medium hand to be precise. It has lighting here also as well. Lots of lighting in my case, my build, right? So good click feel. I got it also the mouse pad, I'm sorry. But before we go look at that, you got here the wired. Why wired? Because it's better gaming performance, unless you want to spend the highest model of the Logitech wireless mouse. This is a very good choice, okay? For those who don't want a million buttons on the side, just want something that works. It fits and it's very comfortable and it looks great. The Daedalus Apex. And last but not least, you got here the G440. Okay, this is a mass powered made by Logitech. I don't want to, you know, cut a piece of paper or something. So why am I showing you the back? Because the back allows you to touch. You see, it's very thick. It's very not thick, hard. Okay, it's very rigid. Okay, so the mouse will surely glide over this. So that's what I have. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully when the build is done, you'll see part 2. But wait, before we do that, let's look at the pricing. You got here a very crude red card showing you everything. So for example, you got here the total pricing is 1,600, okay? But if you take the 5 terabyte for example and get a blue one for 1 terabyte, or black for 78, or 125 for 2 terabytes, you got the Intel i5, you're not a streamer, you save $100. You got the GPU, you can save around 100 to 200, okay, if you get the Gigabyte. Also GTX 1070, it's highly rated, 5 stars almost. You got the mobile, there's not much point. If you want to drop to the lower model without the RGB lighting, you can save a couple bucks here. The Wi-Fi, okay. And you've got the case. The case is 160. It's the premium. It's gold awarded and through Evolve. Okay, if you want, you could just get a sub 100 case with acrylic glass or tempered glass, and it's sold well. So the price drops all the way to $1,300, and you're not sacrificing anything much. So there you go, 440p for 1,300. Okay, this is X5 Dragon. I bid you farewell to the part 2.